Imagine walking through the lush, green Amazon rainforest, and suddenly, you come face to face with one of the most formidable creatures on the planet, an anaconda. This isn't just any snake, but a colossal creature that has rightly earned its place at the top of the food chain. Anacondas, also known as the water boas, are the heaviest and one of the longest snakes in the world. On average, they can grow up to 20 feet long, but some specimens have been known to reach an astonishing 30 feet. That's as long as a school bus. These snakes primarily inhabit the swamps, marshes, and slow-moving rivers of the Amazon and Orinoco basins in South America. They are excellent swimmers, and water is their main hunting ground. Now let's delve into the hunting techniques of these fascinating creatures. Anacondas are ambush predators. They prefer to lie in wait for their prey, camouflaged in the water with only their eyes and nostrils exposed. When an unsuspecting creature comes to drink, the anaconda strikes. Using its powerful muscular body, it coils around its prey, constricting tighter with each breath the prey takes, until it eventually succumbs to suffocation. But what's truly extraordinary is the anaconda's ability to swallow its prey whole. Its jaw is not fused like ours, but connected by stretchy ligaments, allowing the snake to consume prey much larger than its head. From capybaras, the world's largest rodents, to even fellow anacondas, no creature is off the menu for these gigantic snakes. The sheer power and strength of the anaconda are awe-inspiring. A creature that can overpower, kill, and swallow its prey whole, all while in the water, is a creature that commands respect. It is a testament to the remarkable diversity and adaptability of life on our planet. Now, what do you think would happen if, in a strange twist of fate, you were to be swallowed by this gigantic snake? It's a horrifying thought, isn't it? But let's dive into this unthinkable scenario. Imagine this. You're in the grip of an anaconda. Its muscular body, as thick as a tree trunk, coils around you, tightening with each breath you take. This is constriction, the anaconda's method of subduing its prey, and it's not about crushing bones, contrary to popular belief. Instead, the anaconda squeezes tighter and tighter until you can no longer draw breath. Each time you exhale, the snake tightens its grip, preventing you from inhaling again. It's a slow, relentless process as the anaconda patiently waits for you to succumb to suffocation. But the horror doesn't end there. Once the anaconda has you subdued, the swallowing begins. The snake's jaws dislocate, opening wide enough to encompass your body. Its sharp, backward-facing teeth grip onto you, pulling you deeper into its mouth. You might expect a rush, like being sucked into a whirlpool, but it's not like that. It's a slow and steady process, as the anaconda uses its powerful muscles to gradually pull you in. The swallowing could take anywhere from a few minutes to an hour, depending on the size of the prey. But for you, each second feels like an eternity as you're enveloped by darkness, the air becoming more and more scarce. You're pushed further down the snake's throat into a tube-like structure, devoid of any oxygen. The anaconda doesn't need to hurry. It has all the time in the world, while you, on the other hand, are running out of it. You might think that the swallowing is the worst part, but the lack of oxygen is the real killer here. Without oxygen, your cells can't function. Your organs begin to fail, and eventually you lose consciousness. And that's when the anaconda has won. A terrifying ordeal, isn't it? But what happens next is even more chilling. So, you're now inside the belly of the beast. But what exactly goes on in there? Imagine being swallowed whole, sliding down a slick, muscular tunnel into a dark and foreboding abyss. This is the grim reality inside the belly of an anaconda. Anacondas, like other snakes, have a unique internal anatomy, designed for the efficient breakdown of their prey. As we delve into this serpentine labyrinth, we're met with a lack of light so profound it's akin to being plunged into a bottomless well at midnight. The absence of light is a stark reminder of the finality of this situation. There's no turning back now. Next, we encounter the stomach. This isn't your everyday stomach, oh no. An anaconda's stomach is a formidable organ, capable of expanding and contracting to accommodate prey of colossal proportions. It's here that the acidic environment begins to take its toll. The stomach secretes gastric juices, a potent cocktail of hydrochloric acid and digestive enzymes. This corrosive concoction starts breaking down the prey, beginning with the soft tissues. The harsh, acidic environment is inhospitable, to say the least. It's as if you've been dropped into a vat of acid, slowly being dissolved from the outside in. As the process of digestion continues, the prey is further decomposed. Solid matter is broken down into a soupy mixture, which is then absorbed into the snake's bloodstream through the walls of the small intestine. This decomposition isn't a swift process. It can take weeks, even months, for an anaconda to fully digest a large meal. During this time, the prey is slowly and methodically broken down until nothing remains but indigestible materials like hair and bones, which are later regurgitated. It's a brutal, unforgiving process. But would there be any chance of survival? It's an unsettling thought. But we're about to explore that slim possibility. Brace yourselves, it's going to be a bumpy ride. The odds are heavily stacked against you, but could you possibly survive this ordeal? So let's delve into the nitty-gritty of this seemingly impossible situation. Survival in this case is a game of numbers, and they aren't exactly in your favor. If we're talking about air, the average human can hold their breath for around 2 minutes in a stress-free situation. But let's be honest, being swallowed by an anaconda is about as far from stress-free as you can get. And once your oxygen supply is cut off, you have roughly 4 to 6 minutes before brain damage begins. In the anaconda's belly, those minutes would feel like a lifetime. Then there's the matter of escape. Anacondas are masters of constriction, capable of exerting pressure that is equivalent to having a school bus on your chest. This pressure is far beyond any human's capacity to fight against. Even if you were the strongest person on Earth, escape would still be a Herculean task. Anacondas, after all, are built to hold their prey tight. But let's say, for argument's sake, you could resist the constriction. There's still the rapid onset of decomposition to contend with. Anacondas have a powerful cocktail of digestive juices that begin breaking down their meals almost immediately. You'd soon find yourself in a corrosive bath, experiencing a process that's far from pleasant. And as if all that wasn't enough, the anaconda's stomach is a vacuum-sealed environment. There's no light, no space, no room to move. It's a place of complete sensory deprivation, where time and space lose all meaning. So yes, the odds of survival are slim, to put it mildly. But it's in our nature to cling to hope, to search for that 1 in a million chance of survival. After all, stranger things have happened, haven't they? It's a grim picture indeed. But what if you could somehow escape? It's highly unlikely, almost impossible. But let's entertain the idea of an escape. Imagine for a moment you're in the belly of an anaconda. It's dark, suffocating, and the walls around you pulsate with the rhythm of the snake's heart. You're enveloped in a world of darkness, pressure, and the unbearable stench of decay. Theoretically, your chances of escape are slim to none. But we're here to explore the improbable, aren't we? So what would it take to break out from the inside of an anaconda? First off, you would need a tool. Something sharp and durable that could withstand the acidic environment. A pocket knife, perhaps, or a shard of glass. But remember, we're talking theory here. In reality, the odds of having such a tool handy while being swallowed by an anaconda are incredibly slim. Secondly, you would have to overcome the paralysis. Anacondas immobilize their prey with their crushing grip before swallowing them. So, even if you did have a tool, moving enough to use it would be a Herculean feat. And let's not forget the time factor. Your oxygen supply would be rapidly depleting, and every second would count. You'd have to act fast, cutting and tearing your way through layers of muscle and tissue. Now, suppose you managed to do all that and free yourself. You'd still need to be found and rescued. In the middle of the Amazon, miles away from civilization, that's no easy task. So there you have it, a chilling journey into the belly of an anaconda. The next time you venture into the Amazon, you might want to be a little more cautious, or better yet, stick to the city. After all, who knows what other horrifying scenarios we could explore next? Stay tuned.